Hello and welcome, stakeholders of Antico Caffe Greco. My name is Dave McLeod-Warrick, and I'm partnered with Charles Warrick. We have just conducted an analysis that will help streamline your operations and help your business, and we want to share with you today. Quick overview, here's what we're going to be talking about. First is a state of affairs, what's happening, and what is the business. Second is the bluff, bottom line up front. This is going to be a snapshot of what we suggest that you guys do, followed by our analysis and the models that we ran to help come to our final spot, our conclusion, which will help support by a SWOT analysis. So, Antico Caffe Greco, ACG for short, is located in Rome. It is the second oldest cafe in Italy and the third oldest cafe in the world. Who is your audience, your customers? They're mainly tourists and celebrities. What's the problem? Rent is too high and customers wail about the price. What are we going to do about that? To optimize operations, the Antico Caffe Greco changed the current pooled 3 barista system to a pooled 2 barista queue. This approach balances efficiency while continuing to advance training and maintain the cafe's artisanal image. This may increase wait times. However, it will allow greater utilization and decrease cost while preserving the human touch that customers value. Our analysis. We're going to take a look at 5 different scenarios. First is the current practice and what is currently happening, and then taking the KPIs that we see from that, and then comparing it to what happens if we separate the queues. What does the impact of education make? What does the impact of automation make? And finally, our best solution. Current practice. The current setup of AGC is utilizing a pooled wait time with 3 baristas with an arrival rate of 105 per hour and a service time of 55 per hour. With this analysis, the average time in the system is 1.2 minutes. However, utilization is only 63%. The artist and personal touch is very important, and the coffee cup is 10 pounds. Too expensive? Customers say yes. We also lose trained baristas to other coffee shops. What happens when we separate the queues? If we were not pool the queues and have 3 separate lines with the split arrival time, this would yield the same 63% utilization. However, it raises total system wait time from 3 minutes to 3 minutes from 1.2 minutes in a pool system. This is inefficient and shows that pooling matters. Education. What is the difference between an educated staff and an uneducated staff? With an educated staff, we still have 63% utilization. However, the wait times are significantly different. With the trained staff, wait time decreased down to 2.7 minutes. With an untrained staff, it increases to over 15 minutes. Automation. With automation, we use an MD1 mode model. If all 3 baristas were replaced with automated machines, there would be no variance in service time. However, personal feeling would not be felt, and you could lose the quality they are trying to achieve. This would be wildly inefficient. Finally, the best solution. If you had a pooled line with 2 baristas, this would save overall wait time for a cup of coffee from start to finish would be 12 minutes. This would allow you to decrease the price of a coffee with some increase in wait time. This will allow to better the operation and better the experience while saving cash. In conclusion, the Antico Caffe Greco is known for amazing coffee with personal artisanal touch given to each customer through latte art. After our analysis of ACG's workflow, we have determined that the best course of action is to maintain a pooled queue with 2 trained baristas serving the customers. While this solution may increase wait times and improves cost margins, eliminating the need for a third barista. and the training costs associated. With these cost savings, we can lower the coffee by 10% to €9 per cup and implement a retention reward system for employees. This will deter our baristas from moving on to other coffee houses and decrease the need for recruitment and further training costs. ACG will be able to serve the customer with a personal artistic flair while keeping it within their budget and maintain longevity in these changes. And finally, a SWOT analysis to help further emphasize our points. The strengths of our plan is that it streamlines operations, baristas are coveted, saves money, and improves TripAdvisor reviews. Our weaknesses: we do have a high system utilization. It lowers the price of the coffee, and it does increase wait times. The opportunities we have is with tech improvements, flexibility scheduling planning, expansion to new areas, and barista retention and leadership development opportunities. Threats: we are exposed to burnouts, machine malfunctions, and cost of education increase. Thank you, and if you have any questions, please reach out.